let's just say not. He makes you look more fluid in your motion. The shots you can't worry about this going in or out or whatever, but you look more fluid the way you're playing. Do you feel more fluid? Where do you feel that most? If so,
Since when?
yeah, I see that.
Um, no, for me, no. But I appreciate the compliment. Just trying to play fast, play with pace, and got a lot of you guys. So trying to simulate how we're gonna do in the real game. So just trying to call a variety of plays with guys at different spots. Just so we can get used to the actions and what we're looking for. But I feel like I'm playing the same game that I'm playing all day.
Does it mean a little bit more to you player?
Yeah, of course, of course. When I was running out to the court, got an ovation, which is cool. To have a whole country, kind of root for you, no matter what team you go to. So it's always love, and yeah, I really appreciate it.
Reggie Barrett was saying Friday State that he's his big brother, and that it would be a neat experience to be here with you. Sorry, what was it like to share this with him?
It's cool, being able to share the court with them and address the crowd. Those little stuff that really stick in your mind, and obviously get to play a close show. Is without having too much of a meaning to the game, it's a lot of fun. So I just get to go see the guys and joke around a little bit, have fun. Both teams, it was a good game. So these are the kind of moments that we thought about, dreamt about growing up, just being sharing the court together, and keep it pushing.
The other thing Coach was saying about you pre-game tonight was that you seem very calm, and is that how you feel on the inside?
I'm just being myself. Because I really had no difference in my mental, to be honest. Maybe just a little bit more intent with what I'm trying to do, and focus on court. But still me, still doing what I do. I'm still goofy and still having fun. So I don't know why these all personal questions come.
With more teams picking up full court probably this year, do you think how's that going to open up for you mismatches in transition? And like first quarter, you got a lot of bigs or semi-bigs on you, letting you step back, etc. So do you think that's going to open up a lot of stuff, more full court pressure by the teams?
Yeah, I think not just for us, but for everybody. It's the whole league. They're trying to let the game be a little more physical involved and handsy and stuff like that. So it's going to open up more opportunities for guys to get by each other. I got a chance, throughout the game, first quarter, I had a chance to read the defense with those quick pick and rolls and stuff like that. But at the same time, we want to limit turnovers. I think I had a couple turnovers tonight. I think, most of the team he had 6, but most of the team had turnovers. And
you guys ended with 31.
Yeah, we have a lot. That's the one thing is just with the pressure, we don't want to play too fast. We want to stay in control. You want everybody know these spots and play, not be out of position to get back defensively, be turned over. So I think it goes both ways. It comes with responsibility to handle that kind of pressure and get everybody organized at the same time.
Jamal, coming into the summer and heading into the season, what were your personal points of emphasis, looking at the team that you guys pulled together over the summer to kind of come up and hit the ground running? Where was your focus at all the summer?
Just being ready to go physically. I was, I live in Denver, so the altitude was great to train. But there's nothing like that stands out. I just came ready and, with more intent on what we're gonna do. It's only the second game. I think we've done a game, but it's just good to kind of more eager.
When you look at the additions, to be honest with Bruce, is there kind of an energy around your team?
Of course,
knowing that we could be playing in the June again.
Of course, that's the goal. We know what we have in our locker room, so it's all about trying to go execute it. We don't want to have to make any excuses. We just want to kind of push each other and around running, have a certain level of expectation from each and every one. The GM said it starts with us, so try to set the tone and then be a good teammate, and I can only just bring the right energy towards the game. You know, I'm not doing anything different. I didn't grow taller. I didn't develop a third hander, and I'm just playing basketball, and I'm just trying to do it with more intent and more focus, and trying to get these guys, you know, up to speed for what we have to do with it.
Jamal, did you say anything to Cam about playing with Joker at any point leading up to this? How to be ready for a pass at any time? He had that crazy pass to him in the corner tonight. I'm just thinking about that.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the locker room, so we talk often. But he's a smart player. You know, he knows how to come off handoffs and what to read and spacing and shaking up and getting to all the way to the corner. So he does all those little things. So it's easy to kind of add him to the offense. He has a well-rounded game, and he can read the game behind it. So I think he's ready for all those passes. And love it. I'm on. Call that.
Anything else? All right.
Yeah, you can keep going on.
Yeah, a lot better. I thought at the point of the attack of, you know, their offense, I thought we were a lot more physical, which allows, you know, your team defense to actually have work and, you know, accomplish the things we're trying to accomplish. And I thought behind that physicality was a much better shrink. Guys at the nail, influencing passes and where we want the ball to go. And, you know, our pick and roll defense was much better. Not perfect by any means, but they're getting a feel for it. And we've only had 3.5 practices in 2 games, so it's like we're just beginning here. So, no, I thought the defense side of the ball was definitely positive tonight.
Then with no Aaron Gordon, he's like Peyton. Stepped in with that starting group.
Yeah, Peyton was great. I was really proud of Peyton and Spencer. You know, Brandon Ingram is a big-time player. I thought they really competed to guard him. You know, they did it the right way. So now Peyton's he's been a bright spot in his first week. He's trying to do the right things for his teammates. That's what we need, you know, for us to do anything special. Guys have to, you know, give of themselves for the team to get better.
You were talking before the game about Jamal getting off to a great start. You were talking before the game about you're hoping Jamal can, you know, start strong this season. He certainly started strong tonight. Is that sort of what you've been seeing in the brief time you guys have been together this past couple of weeks?
Yeah, you know, his body was fluid. You know, that's the thing. It's not, you know, shots going, shots don't go in, whatever. But I just like the way he's moving on both ends this early. You know, when usually you're kind of working guys in, he just seems to be ahead of schedule. If that makes sense. Where other guys do not look like they're ahead of schedule. So no, it's been good to see where Jamal's at. Not to mention that he's mentally he's in a really good place.
When it comes to Christian, he's been so solid. You talked about how solid he's been. Where has he taken leaps that you see in these first 2 games this season?
It's just like last year. It's just this incremental growth. I mean, he's 8 for 8, 3 for 3 from 3, 19 points in 21 minutes. Guards the other team's best player. I mean, he's a bona fide NBA starter. He's earned it. So it just seems like every year there's just like this little uptick in confidence. And I do think the craziness of the Clipper series and OKC and getting that experience for him was so big because you can build off that stuff and you get into those environments and you succeed. So it's just kind of a continuation of what I saw last year.
Anything else?
With the increased physicality most teams are bringing this year, is there concern about the second unit with the point guards and pressure? And
yeah, I mean, we didn't handle it well at all. I mean, I don't know if any team, Nick brought it up to me, has ever won a game that had 31 turnovers. We just did it. No, I think also it's your teammates helping you out with proper spacing, screening in the backcourt. I didn't think we did a good job of that. There is such a thing as spacing in the full court as well, not just the half court. And we left guys on an island. And then there's also taking the challenge of what the league is going to be now. You know, we've only played 2 preseason games, but this is what the norm is. We have to react to it and, you know, be more responsible with how we're attacking press defenses and how we set up screens so screens can actually be set to loosen people up. So great learning experience for the team, but also for me and the staff, how we're going to attack that going forward.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thanks.